Hello again, we are back with chapter 27. What's wrong with you? They kept asking. What's wrong with you? I was hopeless. I couldn't tackle. I missed the ball by a mile when I jumped up to head it. When I had the ball at my feet, I stumbled all over the place. I fell over it once and skinned my elbow on the curb. I felt shaky and wobbly, and I didn't want to be doing this, playing football in our front street with Leaky and Cook, while Mina sat in the tree with a book in her lap and stared and stared. It's 'cause he's been ill, said Leaky. Rubbish, said Coot. He's not been ill. He's just been upset. He watched me trying to flick the ball up onto my head. It bounced off my knee and bobbed into the gutter. I'm just out of practice, I said. Rubbish, he said. It's just been a week since you could beat anybody in the school. That's right, said Leaky. It's her, said Coot. Her in the tree. That lassie was with. Leaky grinned. That's right, he said. I shook my head. Rubbish, I whispered. My voice was as shaky as my feet had been. They stood there, sniggering. It's that lass, said Leaky. That lass that climbs in a tree like a monkey, said Coot. Her that sits in the tree like a crow. Rubbish, I said. I looked Leaky in the eye. He'd been my best friend for years. I couldn't believe he'd go on with this if I looked him in the eye and wanted him to stop. He grinned. He holds hands with her, he said. She says he's extraordinary, said Coot. Get stuffed, I said. I turned away from them, went past our house to the end of the street, turned down towards the back lane. I heard them coming after me. I sat down in the lane, with my back against the boarded-up garage. I just wanted them to go away. I wanted them to stay. I wanted them to be able to play like I used to. I wanted things to be just the way they used to be. Leaky crouched beside me, and I could feel he was sorry. The baby's ill, I said. Really ill. The doctor says I'm in distress. Yeah, he said. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Coot kicked the ball back and forward against the boards. Don't do that, I said. You'll knock it down. He sniggered. Oh, yeah? He went on doing it. Don't do it, I said. I got up and grabbed him by the scruff of the neck. Stop doing it, I said. He sniggered again. Doing what, Michael? He said in a high girlish voice. I shoved him back against the garage. I thumped my hand against the boards beside his head. He winked at Leaky. See what I mean? He said. I thumped the boards beside his head again. There was a loud crack and the whole garage trembled. Coot jumped away. We stared at the boards. There was another crack and another shudder, and then silence. I opened the gate into the wilderness and we tiptoed inside. We stared through the door into the gloomy garage. Dust was falling thicker than ever through the light. There was another crack. I'd better get my dad, I said. Chapter 28. Very gently, using a little hammer and long thin nails, he nailed some board across the door. The garage trembled as he worked. He told us to keep back. We stood in the wilderness, staring, shaking our heads. He got some black gloss paint and wrote the word danger across the boards. He brought some Coke for us and some beer for himself, and we all sat against the house wall and stared at the garage. Better get it made safe, eh? Said Dad. My uncle's a builder, said Coot. Always doing garages and extensions and things. Yeah? Said Dad. He'd tell you to knock the whole thing down and start again. Yeah? Yeah. Some folk fight to keep things that should have been smashed years back. I looked at the garage and imagined it gone. Saw the big emptiness that would take its place. Yeah, said Coot again. He says the best jobs start with a massive sledgehammer and a massive skip. He swigged his Coke. The blackbird flew onto the edge of the garage roof and perched there. I knew it would be watching the wilderness, looking for beetles and fat worms for its babies. He wants us gone, I said. Coot cocked his finger and thumb like a gun. He eyed the bird as if he was aiming. Gotcha, he said, and his hand recoiled as he fired. Dad told Leaky and Coot it was good to see them again. Michael's been moping, he said. A good kickabout with his mates will be just what the doctor's ordered. Not against the garage, though, said Leaky. No, not against the garage. We tipped the ball and went through the house into the front street again. Mina wasn't there. I played better now, but I couldn't help turn into the empty tree. I imagined her alone with Skellig in the dark house. I caught them laughing at me. Missing her already, said Coot. I raised my eyes and tried to grin. I went to sit on our front garden wall. Who is she, anyway? Said Leek. I shrugged. She's called Mina. What school's she at? She doesn't go to school. They looked at me. How's that? Said Leaky. Plays the wag? Said Coot. Her mother teaches her, I said. They looked again. What? I thought you had to go to school, said Leaky. Imagine it, said Coot. They imagined it for a while. Lucky girl, said Leaky. What will she do for mates, though? Said Coot. And who'd like to be stuck at home all day? They think schools stop you from learning, I said. They think schools try to make everybody just the same. That's rubbish, said Coot. Yeah, said Leaky. You're learning all day long in school. I shrugged. Maybe. Is that why you've not been coming in? Said Leaky. Is it because you're never coming back again? You're going to let that lass's mother teach you? Of course not, I said. But they're going to teach me some things. Like modelling with clay, and about William Blake. Who's he? Said Coot. That bloke that's got the butcher's shop in town. He said school drives all joy away, I said. He was a painter and a poet. They looked at each other and grinned. Leaky couldn't look me in the eye. I could feel my face burning and burning. Look, I said, I can't tell you anything, but the world's full of amazing things. Coot sighed and shook his head and bounced the ball between his knees. I've seen them, I said. Leaky stared at me. I imagined taking him through the danger door, taking him to Skellig, showing him. For a moment I was dying to tell him what I'd seen and what I'd touched. There she is, said Coot. We turned together, and there was Mina climbing into the tree again. The monkey girl, said Leaky. Coot giggled. Hey, he said, maybe Rasputin's right about that evolution stuff. He could come and look at her and see there's monkeys all around us still. Right, okay, we'll save the rest for tomorrow. It's not a very long book, so we haven't got a lot left. Okay, I will see you tomorrow. Have a fabulous rest of the day.